A lot of us have greenhouses, and we do have challenges we face. Wintertime, it's way too cold. Summertime can be a little too hot for vegetables and it'll cook them. I met a master gardener that was able to master the art of being able to grow vegetables 365 days out of the year. She is going to show you how she built her greenhouse to handle the extreme cold winter months and the extreme hot summer months. Welcome to episode 4 of Inspirational Gardening.
Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm from Colorado Springs, and I love gardening, and I love gardening year-round. I wanted to figure out a way to grow vegetables year-round here in Colorado Springs, a real challenge, and I've come up with a solution. This is a material that I found that they're using for building homes and different structures, and it's filled with the foam. This is what I used on this greenhouse when I built this. The lower half underneath the stucco is this insulative material. So when I planned my greenhouse, I studied the area, made sure I knew what north was, because that side does not receive sun in the wintertime. And then I raised it up high enough, this wall material, so that when the snow is this deep, it's not up against the glass. So it's a really efficient material to work with, and it gives me a good heavy structure for the greenhouse. The lower part of my greenhouse is double pane windows, which you know in your home the double pane is a lot more efficient for holding in the heat. This greenhouse was actually a kit. All of the panels are the same. And so that really holds the heat within my greenhouse. Now in the summer months, I have so much sun that hits the front of my greenhouse. I found this, and it's a shade cloth, and I just clipped it along the edge. This is a 40% shade cloth, and then I have a shade cloth on the roof too that's a 30% to try to cut back some of the admission of the sun, because it'll reach 95, 100 degrees in here if I don't do a little something to create my own shade. This is a glass door, and so this also is a very cold wall in the winter months. And I found this material. It's an R16 value. And so as you see, I've covered the glass. I put 2 layers on here. I cut it out around the glass, and then I put Velcro where you can put this on. And it's got the foil that reflects the cold, and then the white on the inside, so it reflects the light inside the greenhouse. It's really an awesome material that comes in big rolls, and this was very inexpensive, and I could just stick it right up in my greenhouse. This is the same material. It comes in a roll. This is 4 foot. It's the same stuff on the glass door, but in the cold winter, the cold radiates through the glass. So late in the day, I will go through the greenhouse and I will roll this out over the windows to insulate so I can keep the heat in my greenhouse. Sometimes I put Velcro on the back to hold it tight to the windows and to make it really work nice. This is the back wall, or the north wall of my greenhouse. So this is the area where the sun does not really shine, the coldest area of the greenhouse. So I have that really nice material that's insulating. Then I covered it. This is flooring I found, and it's mold resistant, water resistant, and this stuff also absorbs heat. And it's wonderful because you can feel the heat radiating off this back wall like on a cold winter day. And it's very durable, and it's very easy. I just cut it out myself and put it up on the wall here, and I think it's really pretty because it's just kind of natural looking. I take this material. In my ceiling, what I did is I cut it in strips, and then I made these wooden boards in this paneling, and I just put it up against the ceiling to pull it up tight. This is the north wall. So this is the wall that lets out most of the heat in the winter time. And I keep it up even in the summertime for shade. But it insulates the ceiling, and it helps retain that heat within my greenhouse. And it really doesn't affect the lighting in here at all. And I do this side of my greenhouse as well, as I'll go through in the winter time and the cold, cold nights, and I'll cover parts of the ceiling, and it holds that heat right into my greenhouse. Now this is just standard block. I found it at a big box store. It's like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 inches thick. And there's a cement pad. This used to be a basketball court. I just fit the brick in here, and I did the sand in between just like a standard patio. The big advantage, whether it's summer or winter, the heat absorbs into this flooring and it will slowly release throughout the night, especially in the winter months, because I have it where the sunlight will hit directly back in this area and you can just feel the heat on the floor. It's just a very nice material to work with. During the extreme cold, I have this BioGreen. This is a greenhouse heater that can, even if you sprayed it with water, it's not going to short out. The unique thing is this is a 220. It uses so little power, and this thing has a thermostat on it. It'll keep this greenhouse at whatever I need. I usually keep at least 50 degrees or warmer because I grow subtropicals in here. These things are durable. They last forever. They're not that expensive. I love this BioGreen. It's done a great job for me. Gardening for me is kind of my joy, my place where I can have serenity and to kind of reset all the craziness of this world. And I love to watch something grow and just see the beauty of it. That is why I have such a yard full of plants, and my greenhouse gets me through the winter because it's just wonderful. I mean, it's just a wonderful feeling, and I'm producing a lot of produce in here that can be used. I have so much produce I share with all my friends and family, and I think that's a wonderful thing to do, and it's all organic, and I think that's something that I really encourage people to think about, is to be more organic and conscious of what it takes to actually grow in our gardens. So I love what I do.
That was an amazing greenhouse that Chris built. It put my greenhouse to shame. If you have a greenhouse or garden that is unique and you would like to be on the next episode of Inspirational Gardening, please send me an email at cospringsvideo@gmail.com. I have the email in the description below. I would love to hear from you. Have a wonderful day, and make sure to subscribe, like, and ring that bell for future notifications.